Hello, it is Wednesday, June 23rd, 2021. I have a few spare moments, so I'm going to just make a video. It's been a while. Lots of stuff going on. I'm going to tell a little story. There was a series of books called The Chronicles of Narnia, and they made a bunch of movies on them. And I think one of the books, the name of it was The Witch, the Wardrobe, and the Lion. I could be wrong. But I'm going to tell a story, and the portion of the book I'm going to talk about is called The Crown, the Door, and the Jab. So my story begins in Revelations 3:7, where Jesus is kind of wrapping up talking to the seven churches, the seven spirits. And he's talking to the Church of Philadelphia. And the first thing he does is he says, "I am the doormaster." He says, "I have the key of David." But he goes, "I open doors no man shuts, and I shut doors that no man can open." And then in verse 8 of Revelations 3, Jesus then talks to the Church of Philadelphia, which is the end-time overcomers, people who believe in Jesus and walk in love and keep his word. And he says, "I know your works." And he goes, "You know what? There's something coming here." And he's going to talk about that in this story. But he says, for you guys, the overcomers, I call him the spirit of Dan sometimes, but he goes, "I'm going to leave an open door that no man can shut for you guys." So, when people are walking around talking about God shutting the door of the ark is closing, nobody's going to be saved, that's not what's going on this time around. And you know what? I would argue that that's not what went on even that time, that there was way more people getting saved than you think. But that's a video for another time, and I've actually made that video. But anyway, so Jesus says, "I know your works, I'm giving you an open door." Then comes the bad news in verse 9. He says, the fake ass haters, the synagogue of Satan, people who say they're Jews and they're not. He said, "Hey, I'm going to make those fools worship at your feet." So even though right now in the world we're living in, it seems like all the power is with the dark side, the left, the elites, the 1% thinking that they can control everybody and make us worship at their feet, the exact opposite is going to happen. So then some good news, Revelations 3:10, Jesus says, because you kept my word of patience. And he's talking once again to the sheep, the people that hear him, his flock. Oh, and he said the reason he's going to have all them fake ass haters, the anti-God people come worship at our feet, just to prove to them that he loved us. And he actually loved them, but they too stupid, or I don't know what their problem is, because, Jesus said all who believe in me will be saved, so Jesus came to save the whole world, man. And why people won't get on board the train, I don't know why, man. It's a mystery, you got to be filled with some kind of hate for God to not get on board. But anyway, Revelations 3:10, Jesus says, I know you've kept my word of patience, and I'm going to keep you all from the hour of temptation that's going to come upon the whole world. And my friends, that's what's here, man. That's what arrived with COVID, man. And, the masks and taking the vaccine and all the bribes and how they gotta, there's something nefarious about it all, because if it was all on the up and up, they wouldn't have to bribe us and give us free tickets and alcohol, and they're forcing it on kids. And, it's nefarious, man. And it's a fulfillment of the Revelations 13, the mark of the beast, one way or the other, man. One way or the other, it's in play right now and into the next year or two. And, the rest of the world is going down that path, and it's only a matter of time before Joe Biden forces us all down that path. And life is becoming harder and harder and harder for anybody that doesn't want to be vaccinated. But Jesus is going to keep us from that hour of temptation. So you have nothing to fear. No fear, my friends. You know, when Dr. Fauci or the governors of the blue states are threatening you, saying you're going to lose your job, whatever it is, man, have no fear. Have courage, man, because, you know, this time around there's a tale of glory to be told. So Jesus, in Revelations 3:11, he says, "Behold, I come quickly, and hold fast." And this is so important, my friends. Hold fast. I mean, grab it like it's a tree in the middle of a hurricane. Don't let go. You know, it's the most precious thing you got, man. Hold fast so that no man, no one, man, they're all talking about let's all be as one. That's the Tower of Babel. Let's be as one. No man, no one can take your crown. And your crown, my friend, that's the corona crown, the coronavirus. But a crown is also an intertwined vine, which represents your DNA. So it's saying hold fast to your DNA and let nobody take it or screw around with it. And that's why a lot of us are saying we don't want to take that vaccine, because there's all these genetics involved and they truly don't know what the hell they're doing with it. No matter what they're telling us, that's all part of a big ass lie. And so this story, wraps up with Revelations 3:12, where Jesus says, "He that overcomes, I'm going to make a pillar in the new temple." And this is critically important, man, because July 19th is the day of the destruction of the temples. And that's the plan of the nefarious side, the synagogue of Satan and the devil himself, which, could be Joe Biden. But, they're trying to destroy the temple, and the temple is man's mind, man, his crown, his DNA, and make him not care about God, or his brain incapable of connecting to the 7G circuitry, the divine circuitry of the heavenly kingdom, man. But I'm going to tell you, if you keep your eyes to the sky and you hold fast to your crown, man, that's the miracle that's coming, man, is the 7G is going to be plugged in, and they're doing everything they can to stop it. So, to me, that's the mystery of Corona, man. The Corona crown. All right, hey, much love. Have no fear. This story has a happy, happy ending for those of us that have eyes to see and ears to hear. God bless you all.